Hey gang, Jane back today with something a little different. You may have seen I've been creating a series of shorts to cover the crochet symbols and to give you a quick under 60-second tutorial on how to make these basic stitches with the visual of the symbol on screen as well. I currently have them grouped in a shorts playlist, but I was thinking it'd be great to have these in regular long form as a video stitch dictionary. So I decided I'd try grouping them into small batches to create this stitch dictionary. Today I'm covering some of the basic stitches. I have 12 of them in this video. Each of the 12 stitches are marked as chapters or timestamps in the video itself, so you can quickly find the one you're looking for. If you like this idea and find it useful, let me know in the comments and I'll continue to create these small batches so you can save them for future reference as mini video stitch dictionaries that you can refer to. Remember, I do have much more in-depth and long-form videos on some of these techniques themselves, but this is just a quick reference that you can come back to time and time again. And when I say quick reference, keep in mind that these were shorts, so under 60 seconds, so they are done a lot faster than I do in my regular long-form videos. But they're super handy for getting a quick snapshot of how to do each of the stitches. All right, let's get going. The magic ring is represented by a simple circular ring. It's used as a foundation for a project that's worked in the round. The first round of stitches will be worked into this ring. To make a magic ring, lay the yarn across your palm, cut end towards you. Wrap the yarn around your first two fingers. The yarn will cross under your hand and you can hold that in place with your thumb. Then continue to wrap around 3 fingers. Hold in place with your baby finger. Insert your hook under your first strand and over your second, hooking it and pulling it back under. Twist the hook away from you to secure loop on hook. Grab the yarn wrapped around your third finger and pull it through to create your first chain stitch and to secure the ring. Now you've created the ring that you will work your first round of stitches into. Once your first round of stitches have been worked into the ring, pull on the cut end to cinch up the ring. The chain 4 foundation is represented by 4 ovals arranged in a circle. This is another form of foundation for a project worked in the round. It can be worked in any number of chains, but 4 is very common. To work a chain 4 foundation, start with a slip knot on your hook. Then work 4 chain stitches in a row. Join them into a circle by working a slip stitch into the first chain stitch that you worked. This forms a ring that your first round of stitches will be worked into. The slip stitch is represented by a single solid filled circle, or a dot. You'll find this symbol most often at the end of a round, sitting in between the first and the last stitch. It's mostly used to join a round together. You work a slip stitch by inserting the hook into the specified stitch, which is often the first stitch of the round, yarn over your hook, and then pull a loop through the stitch and the loop on the hook. That's all there is to a slip stitch. The single crochet symbol looks like a plus sign. It's 2 short perpendicular sticks that cross at the center. To make your single crochet stitch, insert your hook into the stitch, wrap the yarn around, pull up a loop. 2 loops on the hook. Wrap the yarn around and pull through both loops on the hook. And now you've completed your single crochet stitch. The symbol for the half double crochet is a simple T shape with no other lines crossing it. To make the half double crochet stitch, wrap your yarn around your hook, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over your hook again and pull up a loop. There are now 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over your hook and pull through all 3 loops at once. That's your half double crochet stitch. The double crochet is represented by a T-shape with one stick crossing its main stem. Usually this stick is on a slight angle. We create the stitch as follows. Yarn over the hook, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop. 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over hook again, draw through 2 loops. 2 loops are now left on the hook. Yarn over hook once more and draw through the last 2 loops on the hook. That's your double crochet stitch. The treble crochet is a T-shape with 2 sticks crossing the main stem. Usually the sticks are on a slight angle. We create the stitch as follows. Wrap the yarn twice around the hook, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop. 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over hook again, draw through 2 loops. 3 loops are now left on the hook. Yarn over hook again and draw through 2 more loops. Now there's 2 loops left on the hook. Yarn over hook once more and draw through the last 2 loops on the hook. You've now created the treble stitch. The beginning chain 1, represented by a vertical oval, is a single chain stitch worked at the beginning of a single crochet round. A chain stitch is simply worked with a yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. Its purpose is to set up the first single crochet so it sits squarely as the first stitch. The first single crochet is then worked into the same stitch, and the beginning chain 1 does not count as a separate stitch. The beginning chain 2 is represented by 2 vertical ovals stacked one above the other. It's created by working 2 consecutive chain 1 stitches. It appears at the beginning of a round and is usually followed by a group of half double crochet stitches. This beginning chain 2 counts as your first half double crochet stitch. The beginning chain 3 is represented by 3 vertical ovals stacked one on top of the other. It's created by working 3 separate chain 1 stitches in a row. It usually appears at the beginning of a round and is followed by a group of double crochet stitches. This chain 3 does count as the first double crochet stitch. The beginning chain 4 is represented by 4 vertical ovals stacked one on top of the other. It is created by working 4 separate chain 1 stitches in a row. It appears at the beginning of a round and is usually followed by treble crochet stitches. This chain 4 does count as the first treble crochet stitch of the round. The V-stitch is a decorative way to increase when working in the round. It's represented by a combination of stitches that look like a V shape. We use both a double crochet stitch and the chain stitch. It creates some texture and space in your project, and because it's a form of increase, it's worked all into one stitch. To create your V-stitch, work a double crochet stitch into the next stitch, then chain 1, then work a double crochet into the same stitch as the previous double crochet. There you have your V-stitch. So that covers all 12 of today's stitches. If you want to learn more about symbol charts in crochet, I have a complete series that I can walk you through the making of my wispy willow square using just the crochet symbol chart. I'll leave the link for this series in the description below. If you enjoyed this form of a stitch dictionary, please give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to my channel so you're sure to catch all my videos as they come out. Let me know in the comments if this is something you'd like more of. You can find more of the short symbol tutorials over in my shorts playlist. There's many more of them there that I can eventually group into videos. I'd love to hear in the comments what stitches you would like me to do next. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.